Hello and welcome. I'm Janet Cartwright. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here for day 3 of working with golden greenery. Let me turn you down and we'll start working on our card. It's a shame that this year we can't mail our cards, right? That's okay. Maybe we can all mail them in January. Right? Okay, so this time I forgot to do my extra base. So I'm just hunting all the way back here to pull out my base, which is real red. And then I did the regular size cardstock. So our 5 1/4 by 4, and then we're gonna sponge a little bit. And do I want Granny Apple Green? I did, but you know what? Let's try a little bit of Garden Green. We're gonna sponge a little bit, not very much, but just to highlight these trees. This embossing folder is this one here, and wouldn't you know it, I don't have the name on there, but it is the Awesome Forest. It's a good thing that's green ink, right? The Awesome Forest dies. I will look that up and link it. We're going to take a little bit of this, and we're going to come in. Which side of the trees do I want? I want this one. So I'm going to come from off, and I'm just going to lightly color them. I don't want them dark, 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 dark. Just want to kind of highlight that there are trees here. So I've only dipped into the ink twice now, and there's enough ink on there for what I want. Maybe I can get the tops of the trees a little better. And you can make this as dark or as light as you want. For me, I'm thinking, you know, if it's a winter scene, those trees are not going to be super green. That's all I'm going to do with that one. And then I cut out with the stamp set, with the dies, this thick branch here, which is right here. So I didn't use the big one. I used the little branches, and I cut it out. I think it's 8 times. And we're going to plunk them all the way across the top. And you can do it however you want. And you can keep the bottoms because maybe you can use them as a filler for something else. And I put them at different heights because nature is at different heights. And then like this. Oh, looks like this one I may not need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's move this one over a little bit. And it's going to look like that. What I did, so I would have a little bit of room to play, is I used liquid glue because it gives you that couple of extra seconds, right, to maneuver them around. And it's always nice to have that, depending what you're doing, it's nice to have those couple of seconds. And as you can see, I'm not going right up to the top. About down there. And that's also why I'm on my silicone mat, partially so we can see because it's white on white, but also because I know this glue is going to be maybe a little tiny one up here. It's going to go overboard. I'm just kind of gluing the whole back, not knowing where I'm going to put it. Let's do like a medium one there. And you can definitely put more trees on here or branches. All right, how about one up here? And we're gonna put something in the middle there. We're not gonna glue this white piece onto our card base yet. Oh, there we go. I am going to use all 8. Get a little tiny bit up there. And here's our 8th one. That's a lot of glue on that one. And then down like that. I give those a couple of seconds to make sure that glue is adhering. And then I cut the small bell, just using this one die, and I cut out the small bell from, I think it's Seasons of Green and Gold, Seasons of Elegance. And oh, just love it. So I just chose the part of the gold that I want. You could choose one from here, you could choose it from here. But I wanted the gold sparkle. And then to go with the gold sparkle, of course, we have gold ribbon. This is gold and silver trim combo pack. And this is not just Christmas. It is any time. But isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to use this. And we're going to tuck it in behind. Okay, those should be adhered well enough. We're just going to come along the back. I find it's easier to turn my card over. And there we go. And it looks like I'm going to have to use a wet wipe or something on those scissors. All right, you come over here. And we're going to take, those are kind of, I'm looking at this, seeing those spaces there. Wonder if I can trim these to kind of fill in that void. Not liking that look. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, right? Because those just don't look. Okay. So maybe I needed 9 and move those over. Anyway, what we're going to do with this gold trim is we're going to put it through the hole of the bell. And I want the bell to hover maybe about there. So cut it right. And then on the back, right in the middle, we're going to put some tear and tape. There it is. Get the back off that. Now we're going to take our bell, make sure our strings are even, put it where we want it to hang, and you can hang it just about anywhere depending on the length. Oh, I wonder what it would look like all the way down there. Well, let's take a look. I was thinking I would only put it down a little bit, but let's see if I put it down here. Maybe up there. Okay, so I don't need quite as much ribbon, just enough to tack it down. And then we're going to put a dimensional on the bell. Apparently I can't turn this around without, okay. that down. And how does that look? Is that where I want it? Maybe up a little bit. There we go. And then let's put a big dimensional on the back. Otherwise, this is not going to stay down on our card. As you can see, it's going to keep flopping up. Put that there and leave our ribbon a little bit loose. And we're going to come back here and put the top of our sandwich on so that doesn't go anywhere. And there we go. Now before, switching that over a little bit, before we glue this onto the base, I did pull out Be Merry from the stamp set. Maybe I can put that right there and do that in red, real red. So that'll coordinate with our card base. And now I realize that I am going over a tree. So I should have stamped before I did the tree. But there we go, it worked. Be merry. Then for embellishment, oh, I need that still. I took out the holly berries just because I think they are so cute. So I use these clear ones here. And then just kind of stuck them anywhere. Just remember that our eyes like odds. Oh, look at that. And I cleaned up that white space. And this is Christmas. Who has just 3 Christmas decorations out? There we go. And then, of course, the rest of our bling, where did it go? I just had it here. I am going to use the pearls that have, there they are, escaped me. Iridescent pearls, basic jewels, and the number is 158987. And these are awesome for any card, but I'm loving the snow look to them. So let's put quite a few here on our trees because we decorate our trees. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, don't put Merry Christmas. I think there are a lot of other sentiments on here. You could do just love and joy, warm and cozy to you. It's a hot cocoa day, winter wishes. So there's a lot in there that you could easily switch up. Oh, I need to find one of those pens that you can dab in and then it looks like fake snow. Oh, I need to find one like that. And this, let's take a peek. Should we put it down flat or shall we pop it up a little bit? I think I'm liking the flat. Now I will be putting a little bit more glue where the trees are just because they're bumpy, just to make sure that the card stays stuck down. Need to be up a little bit more. Give it a good, isn't that pretty? We need a card for the inside, and it's a landscape card, so it turns sideways. That's more for a reminder for me. How about wishing you a Merry Christmas? So it'll be 4 from here. Okay, there's Christmas. There is Merry. Did I put Christmas on there, right? Okay, and then wishing you. To you and yours, here it is, wishing you. And this is greetings of the season. I'm going to use all 3 sets this week because our golden greenery doesn't have any sentiments in it. Now our base, let's use garden green. Our base is red and we have green up here. We have green lettering, or sorry, red lettering. Let's do this one first. Now I know my stamp is not straight on my block, but I look at the stamp rather than how my block is placed. But some people are awesome at, apparently I can't stamp and talk, putting things on their blocks straight, and there we go. I'll close this up before I stick my fingers in it. It's that kind of a day. And then over here, what shall we do? Well, I haven't really used these yet. Probably on tomorrow's card, but let's put a few on this one. No, that's not big enough. There we go. I'm not going to use the whole arrangement, but I want the leaves. And we're just going to tuck them right in here. Awesome. So we will put this in, and then I'm going to show you one last thing that I did on the front of the card. I love this size for the inside of a card, because then you can see your background and it just pulls it all together. That's a little bit crooked. There we go. Now on the front, on these branches, because they will glisten with snow, so I'm using Wink of Stella to bring up some sparkle. Oh, looks like maybe I need to glue that little piece down. There we go. Oh, turn the card around. Don't you just love the sparkle of this? I love things that sparkle. There we go. And 2 more. Can you see the sparkle? It's not a huge sparkle, but it's enough that you kind of get the idea there's snow on these branches. And I've had this Wink of Stella for, oh my goodness, many, many years. Definitely worth the investment. There we go. And you see all that sparkle now? Really brings the card together, right? So there is today's card. Isn't that awesome? Let me turn you down. And there we go. Isn't that a fun card? I love it. Christmas is such a happy time of the year. So many cool decorations and the green and white snow, or the green trees and the white snow. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.